Namaskar friends. Today we are going to start with another chapter in political science. The name of the chapter is political parties. We all know how important political party is. In this chapter we are going to deal with how political parties are formed, what are its various components, what are their functions, why do we need political party, political system, that is forms of political party. Then we will learn about national party and regional party. What are the challenges faced by the political parties? Then one by one we will learn about various national parties that are there in India. And in the end, we will learn about how these challenges can be reformed. Here you can see the symbols of the various political party that generally we are aware about. I have not taken all, but popular political party, especially the national party. You can see CPIM, BJP, AITC, All India Trinamool Congress, CPIM, we have Indian National Congress, AAP, BSP, right? So we'll learn about all these parties as we proceed. But before that, let's start with the meaning. What is political party? So for formation of political party, there needs to be group of people whose ideology is similar or matching with each other. So when these group of people with the similar ideology, they come together, they contest election and form a government, it is known as political party. Again I am repeating for you, group of people having same ideology, they come together, they contest election and they win and form a government, it is known as political party. So a political party is a group of people who comes together to contest election and hold power in the government. This is how a political party is formed, or the beginning of a political party. There are three components of political party. That is, we can say the three pillars of political party. The first pillar is the leaders. They are the main pillar on which the political party's success depends. These are the people who forms the guidelines, or we can say propaganda, we can say the programs and the policy, or we can say the manifesto of the political party. What are the ideology of the political party on which the party will function? And depending on the ideology of the party, the people votes. So if your ideologies are very attractive, realistic and achievable, surely the public is going to vote to your party and the party comes to power. So the leaders have major role to play. The second pillar of political party are the active members. These are the people of any political party who are active throughout the year, that is 24 by 7 into 365 days, irrespective whether there is election or there is no election. They are always there in their office, working for the development of the political party. How we can attract more and more people towards their particular party. And at the end, when the general election comes, or maybe midterm election comes, or maybe by-election comes, public votes in their favor. So they are the one who are actively working for the party. The third one is the followers. They have role to play, but in normal circumstances, generally they are sleeping. They are not active. They become active when there is some function, when there is some meeting, or maybe especially during the election time. So general public, when they are awake, when there is campaigning. So during campaigning, there are lots of people who join these active members and even the leaders. And once the campaigning is over, they become inactive. Now we come to the another important point, that is functions of political party. Okay, what are the functions that these political parties do, or why there is a need for political party? So first and foremost, the first function that a political party do is they contest election. That is the first function of the political party. So every party, whether big or small, they contest election on a regular basis. They nominate their candidate. Interesting thing to know about the nomination of candidate is, in our country, the candidate is nominated by the leader of the party. So those elected, or we can say the selected leaders on the top positions, they are the one who decides who will be nominated, or who will be given the ticket to stand in the election from different constituency. This is the scenario or the case of India. But when we talk about America, it is not so. It is totally reverse from us. Before candidate is elected for the constituency, he needs to get approval from the party and the public both. So when he gets 50% support from the party and 50% support from the public, then he becomes eligible for contesting election. Before this, he is not eligible. Second one is, the parties put forward their policies and programs. So as I discussed earlier, just now, the success of party depends on what are the policies, programs, or we can say the promises that party have done to the public. So if their promises, if their policies and programs are realistic, really achievable, and people think it can be achieved, and they really are trying to work for the development of the society, for the development of the nation, and for the development of the people, then surely people will vote to that particular party. So through these policies, public gets opportunity to judge which party is giving them more better promises. And depending on that, after seeing, after watching, after attending the meetings of the different political parties, the public has got a choice. Okay, out of 10 parties, out of 20 party, A party or B party is more better. So I would give my vote to the candidate from B party. So these policies are the criteria on which generally the public should decide whom to give the vote. Third one, they play a very important role in decision making. So whatever the laws are made, first it is considered to be a proposal. So proposal is first discussed in the parliament. In the parliament, we have two houses. So after a thorough, detailed discussing each and every minute point, then only the decision is taken in the parliament. So thus, all the political parties, or I would say only political parties, they play a vital role in the decision making, whether they are ruling party or they are opposition party. Next, forms and runs government. So once the election gets over, the party that gets the maximum numbers of vote and highest numbers of seat in the Lok Sabha or in the Legislative Assembly, depending on what is the election all about, whether it is Lok Sabha election or Legislative Assembly election. So depending on that, the party that gets the majority forms the government and then runs the country according to the norms. Further, it plays the role of opposition. So the party that gets second highest vote, or the party that could not form the government, get the majority and couldn't form the government, has an important role to play, and that role is known as role of opposition. As an opposition, these parties, they have to keep an eye on the ruling party. They are the one who regularly keeps on informing the public about the working of the ruling party. They make the people aware about their goods and bads, and generally keep on criticizing when the ruling party or the government does not come to the expectation of the public. Next, shape public opinion. You have seen whenever the election comes, or even on a regular basis throughout the year, the parties, they go and interact with the public. Along with them, media is also there. And you have seen the media people, they go and interact with the people. Yes. So what are your opinions, my dear friend? What do you think? BJP government has achieved the promises that it has done for the 3 month, then for the 6 month, 1 year. This is how they take the opinion of the people. Okay, whether you are happy with the functioning of the present government or not. What do you think? The present government again it will win in the coming general election or not? This is how they take the opinion of the people, and this opinion of public plays a very important role. It provides us a platform whether the way we are functioning, we are on the right track or not. Any improvement is needed or not. This decides the path for the future. This is one way how we come to know about even the minute problems that public are facing. Maybe we are planning very well, but sometimes it skips from our mind. A party cannot reach to each and every corner. So when we interact with public, we come to know about those minute problems too. Next is public. That is, the function of the party is to provide people with the access to the machineries and government schemes. You all are aware right now we are undergoing the pandemic COVID-19, and during this 4-5 month government has introduced so many schemes for the different section of the society. Those who are literate, those who are aware about the technology, comparatively they are aware about this. But there are crores and crores of people, or I would say maximum people, who are not aware about this scheme. And even if they are aware, they don't know how to get the benefit of those policies or laws. So it is the function, it is the responsibility of the party to make the people aware about these schemes. And even to see that the section for whom they have made these policies, they actually get the benefit of that scheme. So I can say that maybe area wise they assign the task, they go door to door, or maybe a campaign for a week or fortnight, and making the people aware. And those who are eligible for this, they can come register with us and we will help them. If such type of work is carried out by the parties, it is damn sure that next time the party is going to come in power if it is not. So these were the functions that we discussed about the political party. Now, after discussing the functions, the question arises in our mind कि जब इतने सारे सब काम करते हैं पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, तो पॉलिटिकल पार्टी की आवश्यकता है या नहीं है. So once we have undergone all the functions, नीड तो पता चल गया कि आवश्यकता जरूरत है पॉलिटिकल पार्टी की. अब नेसेसिटी उसको भी समझ ले कि पॉलिटिकल पार्टी अगर हमारे देश में ना हो, दुनिया में ना हो, तो क्या रूल हो सकता है? कैन वी मैनेज आवरसेल्फ? यस और नो? सो लेट्स सी. सो जस्ट imagine a situation that there is no political party in our country. Then what will happen? All the candidates who wish to become the leader, they will contest election independently from particular area. After contesting election, once they win, they will start ruling their particular area. They will work for the development of the area. But the question arises, who will take the major decision for the entire country? Who is going to take the major responsibility for the country to make the foreign policies, printing currency, working for the defense, making rules and regulations for banking? It becomes very difficult because none of the individual is going to take the responsibility. I am elected from my area and my responsibility is limited to particular area only. I am not the person responsible for the entire nation. So my dear friend, just imagine the present situation when China, the dragon, is 24 by 7 having a watch on India and getting the loophole and ready to attack. So if there is no political party, who is going to take care for the country? Who is going to fight or defend the country? So this says there is necessity for political party. Let's take another example. Generally when there is panchayat election, we have experienced or you are aware that the people who are contesting election for the panchayati, generally they do not belong to any particular party. They are not the candidate of any particular party. But when those candidate stands for the election, what do we observe in the village? The whole village gets divided into different group. Certain people supporting candidate A, certain numbers of people supporting B, certain numbers of people supporting C, D, E, F. And finally the campaigning starts and the day of voting. So what we have seen, the village which was one, no political party, now getting divided into section. And this is what happens in the political party. Why do we join any particular political party? Because we believe in the ideology of that particular party. So the village also, when the people think the ideology of candidate A is fine, they support A. Other B, C, and so on. So this example also proves that there is necessity of political party in a country.